welcome.
Thank you.
This is our first attempt at a podcast sort of interview here. So I'm with Milly and Revlo, aka Ollie.
That's his real name.
We'll call him by his DJ name. Okay, so you guys started a night, Furze, in a market.
Yes.
Why? Tell us about that.
The origin story is I basically always tell everyone, like, I grew up in Tooting, and you have Tooting Market. You go out in Tooting for a drink. You go out to listen to music, and you inevitably end up listening to what I could call the guitar man. And the guitar man plays sad songs, and you can't move around, and everyone wants to listen to Guitar Man. We did that enough times that I got pretty sick of it, and I was like, what else can we go to? And then everyone went, there's nothing, it's just this. And I said, I'm not having that. Being a DJ myself, and I used to be a promoter in Brighton, I said, I'm going to do my own thing. And inadvertently, the next part of the story, I think it was on Milly, then going, okay, you want to do it? Let's do it. We ended up starting off at the Tooting Tram, rest in peace.
The Tooting Tram.
Yeah, the tram sheds.
Oh.
That place is notorious.
Shout out the Tooting Tram. I've never been there. What?
Oh, no. There's a reason you haven't been there before. But we went there. That place, with all of his issues, was on its last dying breath. A new manager took it over, put a reacher out, and Milly found him. But it's like, I know the guy. And this was, let's say, 2023? Christmas 2023. Mm-hmm. We were like, should we just throw the sickest Christmas party ever? The cap is like 500. Wow. No one ever hits it. They close half the club because they can't open it. Yeah, that's the bit. We did the party. I put myself on as the headliner. Sold tickets to it, and we generally had about 350 people in there.
So we were all wearing Christmas hats.
Everyone's got a Christmas hat on. We went to town on it, and we're like, one time only, yeah, and I'm retiring after this. And the first video we took of me playing someone's edit of a song, I can't remember where it is now, went viral from our page on like one of my DJ page. And after that, I was like, people want this. And we found out that we sold out all of their beer. They didn't expect it. So they were like, who is this guy? Why is all the alcohol sold out? Yeah. And it started like that. But we quickly knew that venue wasn't the one. So that was the start of the story. But after that, my business brain kicked in and was like, right, we've got something. So what we're going to do next?
Yeah, and then we ended up speaking to Tooting Market, and we found a very special bar called the Mezzanine, which has got like a
how did we message them? We said, you guys have got a health and safety issue. You need to offer more. That's how we got our way in. We said we didn't say, can you put us on? We said, you've got a health and safety issue.
Competition.
No one can get through. Why don't you offer an alternative so it's not as blocked up? And the guy's like, okay, yeah, all right. I'll put you in contact with a guy called Nico who runs the Mezzanine. And also, if you want to run these other events, blah, blah. But immediately we're taken seriously because we didn't go in and say, please book us. We're an amazing house music DJ, like every other person is. We went in there like, you've got a problem and we're going to fix it. So we opened that door, and what are you going to say? The Mezzanine now is awesome. We haven't been, definitely check it out. But at the time, it was just a cocktail bar. And we went, and when we spoke to Nico for the first time, roughly word for word, he was like, I need you to bring people. Can you bring at least 20 people?
Yeah, we do know 20 people.
And I went, no, mate, I'll bring 200. And that's what I genuinely said to him. I don't know why I felt so confident at the time, but I had to sell myself, and that was the nucleus of it all starting.
We've done a solid year and a half of events there every month. We've also ran a cross-genre event with a cabaret and also Furze nights, which is very fun. So we had like a live saxophone player, live drag artists, some karaoke. Like we tried out a lot there. It's been nice, and that like when you work with a really good venue, you get that kind of like leeway to try out some exciting stuff. So yeah, very happy with our journey so far.
Yeah.
Oh. You build that relationship, and shout out Nico, he's a legend. Yeah. You guys have obviously built that relationship with him. I've seen on your social media recently you had a very successful New Year's Eve party. And there were some sort of disco ball helmets. What happened with those?
I think the whole thing was to be a bit like Daft Punk, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So I found
Yeah.
these silver disco ball helmets that were like motorbike helmets, and someone had stuck mirrors on. I bought them off Vinted, and then I had 2 people wearing them. And unfortunately, someone took one of them home. So if you have one, could you please return it?
That's a great memory for
I
them,
mean,
though.
that's what always happens. I think whenever you bring stuff, you always lose stuff. But like, that's part of the memory. But yeah, we also had a singer called Angeli on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I made a remix of her track that went viral. Friend of a friend, and I said I can make a good dance track, and that's how we made it happen. And she performed it live. A lot of the New Year's production was very orchestrated, like with that kind of event, like every hour, every minute of the like countdown is accounted for. So we had like synced up everything. Like
We're not having fun.
I'm DJing, but I DJ'd this in like
When
October.
it gets to like 12:30, we have fun then. But before that, we're just like, get over there.
And it still goes wrong. Like, even if it's orchestrated and everyone agrees, something's still going wrong. Like, oh my God, that's what I remember about it quite a lot.
Yeah.
I actually was supposed to play one of the closing sets and said, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm done. It was really good, but I just...
like, I'm not coming back.
I was like, I stayed.
stressed.
I didn't go back up again. It was great. So like, no, we had the Daft Punk. I played one of their songs from their last album, like the live version, and that's when all the dancers came out to that, and then did Around the World, like and whatnot. So it's supposed to be really accessible. It's New Year's and Tooting Market.
Like, meant to be fun.
Like if you said let's go to New Year's and Tooting Market, you think, are you insane? What's happening there? So we had to have an answer to that, and that actually sounds good. And you know, that's our second time. The first one, I think we hit a bit of gold when we first did that one. That was like, I started to understand what these famous DJs must hear when they DJ, and everyone screams at them, lusting over them or whatever. You just hear this wave of sound of everyone having an amazing time. Like I've never got over that. I sort of a peak that you chase after again. This year was similar, but a lot more of it was managing a lot more different things. I think we knew at the time that the council and the police were checking us out because the Mezzanine's got its new license, and we were the test
kept,
one.
like walking around.
So I was so paranoid managing this. So like, I had a great time, and it looked like a great time, but the whole time, like, the police are here, the police are here. The security guard are doing this. Why are they doing this? They're searching everyone 8 times. So there was a lot. You all know from running stuff, like you're half there having a good time, half trying to manage what is happening around you, and you feel like you don't have enough control, even though you definitely do. And you have to let certain things happen at some point, and just let things be how they have to be. So, success was found, but there's always room to improve.
Well, it must have gone all right because I've seen that the license has been extended. So congratulations, you didn't.
I didn't mess
ruin
up.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. They actually put a little thing which didn't name us, but like a lot of the talking about how many DJs they've had, them all being independent, the promoters. We're the ones that were telling them like this is what this gives back to the community. So that strategy from the Mezzanine, has had so many new promoters come through, so many DJs that wouldn't get a chance otherwise maybe, and that was respected by the council saying we need more time. You can't close. It's really early. You're actually just cutting off right when
it's almost like the peak, isn't it? Everyone's piling in.
Yeah.
Guitar man's finished.
Exactly. He's done crying.
Where are we going now?
Literally, that is what people say. They come out of the other market. They're like, "Where are we going now?" And we're like, "Well, follow us."
Yeah. No. That's been something like where I kind of see stuff a bit separately now. You have first nights, you have obviously your own DJ career, whatever that is anyway, making music. But I now see supporting, like, I grew up in Tooting, so creating a scene is now an independent objective of all those 3 things. And I know that I can support that through some of my experience or just being a helping hand or, leading the way with first nights has definitely helped a lot. So that's sort of what we've achieved is we've built something where there wasn't anything before. So we're like the first movers in a little area, and that's given us the platform to take first nights we went to the Alps once. We went, yeah, we did one in like a chateau or something. Our mate runs some kayak constructing thing. We're like, let's put a party on for all the workers. That was sick. That was amazing. We've taken it to Hackney, to Lisbon. Hackney and Lisbon felt the same. Lisbon was great. People from London came to see me. Like, we know you from Tooting. We love you. Someone came with a British flag and was like, I grew up in Collier's Wood. And I'm like, Collier Wood?
Oh, yeah, Collier's Wood.
I grew up in Collier's Wood. I was like, what? What? So it's great. I love that stuff. That bit where it just flowers and grows. That's the thing that keeps me going with this stuff. Like, you make all these plans, especially around about now. You're like, well, what's the plan? Then it just goes its own way, doesn't it? And then something pops up, or new opportunities crop up, and you have to take them. And that's what I've enjoyed the most about doing this stuff, and that's why I look forward to more now, more than being like, I'm going to go and get my song on a label. Who cares, really? Like, it's great if that helps your profile, but this stuff where not just me DJing more, there's so many more DJs playing in Tooting now. People were like, we want to go there when they've got a choice of going anywhere in South London. And we're now like competing with Brixton itself. Sorry, Brixton. Elephant and Castle. Clapham, I think we beat. So like, if you like your house music, there ain't nothing for you there.
Nothing happens in Clapham.
No, there's no house music for you in Clapham. There's just, I don't know what's happening there. Like,
yeah. Like Infernos, isn't it?
Infernos, oh gosh.
I mean, and there
and that singing bar, we're all on the tables.
Yeah, like, I know that. Yeah, like if you want that, you can go and have that. That's fine. Like those people need somewhere to go. Like I think there's a bar in Tooting called like Echo Works or Echo something, and I'm like, I'm happy you exist because they don't come to us. Like you have them.
That one's a bit scary.
Yeah, well you think it's scary. Like yeah, that's fine. So there's
So yeah, they really have brought a lot of electronic music into Tooting because it was on my radar for a little bit. Like I'd seen one of my friends playing there, and I was like, okay, how do I get in here? And it's a bit far for me in Brixton, but it's great. And another thing you do, which is very supportive, is on the Mezzanine podcast. Yes. So tell me more about how that came about.
Oh, 2 mics. Yeah, so I'm the host of On the Mezzanine podcast, which is on the mezzanine, as in the mezzanine bar. And this was like a group idea we had with Nico, who runs the Mezzanine, because there's so many like DJs, they have like cabaret, they have poetry, there's so many interesting creative people who are like starting from the bottom up. And I just thought it would be a great platform to showcase some of the really interesting things that happen. So we've had obviously yourself, Oscar. We've had a few DJs, but then we've had my friend who's a drag artist. We've also had Nico, who gave us a real good breakdown of how you make an exceptional margarita. And I think he gets all the ingredients locally, and I was like, this is actually quite amazing and something you wouldn't think of, but like if you want to support local businesses, it's really interesting to know. So I want to take it further, maybe interview some people who run restaurants, who are just doing interesting creative things, and also like we're doing this outside of our 9-to-5 job, and I know a lot of other people are as well, and it's just it's cool to support people who are following their dreams but they can't do it like full time in this economy as well.
Are you going to interview Guitar Man?
No.
What? Guitar Man isn't one person. It's an idea, a concept that must be beaten. It's like the equivalent of being anti-fascist, this anti-Guitar Man. Like, it must be stamped out. Don't let it grow.
Okay, we're not publicising that.
No, we're not, no.
Any bad interviews?
Any bad interviews?
You want to dish the dirt? Anyone that didn't make it to...
No, exceptional record so far. I think your record is getting the actual podcast out. Like, when's the time to do it? Like, that's the hard thing. You're the one who gets a bad score here. Not any of the guests.
It's so well edited though, those clips. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Ollie's cousin Bailey, who edits
Bailey.
Of them. Yeah. But
work faster.
It's difficult as well when you're learning a new skill, but then you're also doing it outside of your job. Then you're trying to be an adult and look after yourself, and then you're running events, and then like last year I think we were doing so much and we did all of it new in 1 year. It was a bit like overwhelming. But I find it quite satisfying to know that after work I can do something that like feeds my brain and my soul, and not just. I do watch Love Island and sit there and like mong out outside, and in front of the TV. But also, you have a little extra.
What does Love Island feed?
Traitors? You watching the Traitors?
Yeah, the Traitors is great.
Oh.
I don't.
Final tonight.
I know.
We've got a TV license inspection. I don't watch it live. I don't watch it at all. I just hear about it.
Wait. Okay, so for this season, are you Team Traitors or Team Faithful?
Is it Christopher? I'm Team Christopher. I think that guy. Is it Chris? No, what's his name? Stephen.
Stephen.
Yeah,
Stephen
I
is
keep calling Chris.
He gets very sweaty.
Yeah, I think
he's
I
very
relate to that a
stressed.
lot.
I'm Team Stephen.
If you just watch it from his POV, like he seems to have learnt the game as he's played, and like fortunately not got caught from the many traps they set for him,
Really
and then manoeuvred
tried.
out of it really well. And then he started to be like, if we kill this person, then this person will say this, and this person will say this, and then this will happen, and then this. And I was like, come on, like finally someone's getting to grips with it. I think also based on it's probably happening now, so.
We're gonna at the end of this. Is Rachel out or not? We'll
I
know.
reckon she's. I reckon it's a 50-50. So we could both go. She's probably in. I don't know how they're gonna massage that, but she's probably in. And then I think she's gone straight away anyway.
I hope so. I'm Team Faithful. My housemates love Stephen as well. I'm like, no, come on.
I think there's something relatable to him, like really like how anxious he looks, and we know it's like performance anxiety, and no one just thinks he's just an anxious guy. He's a really lovable guy. He's just so anxious all the time. No, he's a traitor. Have you ever played it? Have you ever played it yourself? Oh, we did it at Christmas.
Oh, amazing.
Played it with my family, and oh my god, it was so cutthroat.
Don't play with people you know.
No, because
Don't play it with people you know.
we played 2 rounds, and one
give it
round I was a
away.
traitor, and like as soon as the game opened up, they're like, "Ollie's a traitor," and I was like, I must have done I must have gone sweaty. I think apparently I huffed, and I was out, and I was like, "All right, fine, I'll just go get a drink, whatever, I'll chill." And I was like, "How did they know?" And he went, apparently went. But the next game, me and you were faithfuls, and I said to you, obviously you're not allowed to confirm, but like you are faithful, gonna play like a faithful, and then we just went after everyone. We're like, we know we're fine, and then my mum tried to turn on me, and then we voted her out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get mum out.
Yeah. And I said, why did you do that? Like you've been playing the whole game with us. It was us 3 versus the 1. She was like, I just figured you're really good at the game, so you could be a traitor. And I was like, oh, that is so dumb.
No, the best bit was when your younger brother was like, I swear on my mum's life, I'm not a traitor. And then someone recruited him. And then they were like, oh, so Charlie, what do you have to say about that? Are you swearing on your mum's life? And he's like...
That would have been great television if it was possible. Literally, that would have been a great BBC moment, because he literally just said that, got recruited, and he was like, raging. Shout out, Charlie.
So what happened to the mum? Did mum get killed or what?
Yeah, mum got taken out.
Straight away, swear on mum's life. Okay, kill her.
Yeah, anything we had, if there's any suspicion on any change of behaviour from just knowing the person. But we got near the end game, and I kind of clocked Milly could have been a traitor the whole time. So I said, oh, Milly, by the way.
There's no trust here.
The trust, we're in the end game, and I was going to take you to the end, and then I was like, okay, we're at the end game. And I said, this is when I realised you can't play this game if you know the people. I went, if you are a traitor, I'm not paying my half of the rent next month. And I was like, just so you know that, yeah? And then Milly was like, don't worry, I'm not. And I was like, just so you know. You can't threaten people in the actual show, can you?
Takes it a bit too seriously, I think.
But after that, I was like, okay, cool, let's play it out. And then, we were left with my partner's wife's dad. I don't know how to say that. But, yeah. No, my brother's wife's dad.
Who's your partner?
Oh god, there's too many. Sasha's dad. Yeah, that was your dad. Yeah, see, I'm getting it wrong, but as soon as it was us 2 versus him, I was like, sorry, mate, I'm gonna have to vote you out. I can't trust you. And me and Milly won that game, but everyone was like, oh, whatever. Woo! We did. But they should have seen us teaming up at the start. You have to always get rid of people who work together. Suspicious, yeah.
Well, I've got a question for you, Milly. If you had been a traitor and you'd been asked, are you a traitor? Swear on my rent. What would your answer have been?
Well, we have to think about where the mortgage payments come out and whose bank account they come out from. That's my answer.
Oh, you're on the hook. So
I can just not let that money leave my bank. The bank will start calling up saying, where's the money? I'll be like, you can ask Milly for that.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Really,
Shall we just...
really digress now. I think we should.
Traitors wasn't on my
Traitors
list. but
gameplay is a great way of testing someone's character on
it's
any
very
podcast.
topical.
It
Okay,
is.
well, we should talk a bit about Revlo. Because,
Yeah, maybe.
Ollie, I met you as the man behind the camera for on the Mezzanine podcast.
Yes.
I heard about Furze nights. I was chatting to Milly. Oh, Revlo, and I go on to SoundCloud. You got some songs with some big listens.
Yeah.
The one that me and Shayla, shout out Shayla, were really enjoying was your edit of Azealia Banks 212. Tell us about that. Tell us about some stuff you got coming out.
Yeah, that edit, I was saying to you before, I made that like 4 years ago on a whim. And literally it's a structure change to make the vocal the build up and not the drop. And that just sends people feral. Because they expect the big bass to come in and it doesn't. And they're like, oh my God. And like, that's why it's great. But I've got a few remixes like that. I did the Chase the Stasis, Batter Down when that came out.
Yeah.
And that got picked up by John Summit. And he's playing it everywhere. And like,
Yes.
I learned what his phone must be like. So he played it like night on night on night. And I'd get tagged in videos and my phone would die from like just Instagram vibrating. And like I'll go on my DMs and then we'll get like DJs that are massive going, well, you can have this track, John Summit played it. And then I've got like magazines messaging me videos and asking me for comment and stuff.
Yeah.
This for about a week. And then it died. And I was like, oh, so that's what it's like.
Then you open your phone, oh.
And I've lost it since then. I was like, that was after the first New Year's party. So we did New Year's, and then New Year's Day, he played it at Brooklyn Navy Yard to 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And everyone was like on it. And the next day, I was like, what is going on? I was like, oh, I can make good music, Milly. Look, 20,000 people listened. And I sat there in my room, like, whilst this happening, just by myself. I was like, wow, if I knew it was on, I might have gone to New York. Like, if he said, I'm going to play your song, I'd be like, screw this, I'm going to go to Brooklyn Navy Yard. But yeah, I've done quite a few remixes like that. I do it from a DJ perspective, right? I was a DJ first, then learned to make music. So you have a set and you go, oh, I just wish I had that song like this. And I have the skill to do that. So
that's incredible.
I get the ideas for making those edits just from that, or I hear a vocal from, I don't know, 2005 and think, oh, you can't play that anymore. But I can make a new version. So a lot of the edits will come around like that. I wanted to play that song. There was a drum and bass song, you can't play it. So I made a version that you could play. And then you realize, because you're a DJ, other DJs want it if you need it. So that's sort of where the ideas come from. And I tried to make the originals that I make fit somewhere in my set too. Like I want a song that can fit into this style and bring them together. And then I'll make it myself. So a lot of my ideas are generated based on.
What about bling on my ring finger?
Yeah, I've got loads of stuff going on. See,
Yeah.
I don't make a big song and dance about myself, honestly.
That's my
That remix was
That's the new one, right?
Yeah.
Bling on my ring finger.
Yeah, the original was really slow pop tune.
Literally had it 1,000 times.
I made it in Thailand.
I've had that specific bit like 1,000 times.
I made it in Thailand, and like you were
what
there the whole
happens when you
time.
live with someone that makes music, is you don't appreciate the actual end product because you've heard it like so many times.
I'm worse for that though. Like I hate being. I'm not very structured with it. So like I'll be like, oh, what if I just change this, and I'll get my laptop out and do it, and I'm in the kitchen making food, and Milly's like, oh my God, he's editing that section again. Like I don't know. To me, I'm in my own world.
Like stirring the curry, doing I'm like that is dangerous. Every time, like it's so dangerous.
But something about like not being in this like, okay, I've got to make music. Whenever I go, I've got to make something. I never make anything that good. It's this being out of that state. Like,
Consistency. And for anyone that says they don't have time to make music, if you're doing it while you're cooking, come on.
Yeah. I don't know if the cooking takes a hit, but
That might just be ADHD.
it's a little bit ADHD too. Yeah, it is. No, can't focus on anything. Yeah. That remix came about. Like we knew Angeli from a friend. We met at their birthday party. They said, "Oh, I make music. I'm in the music industry." And I was like, "Oh, me too." Kinda. Anyway, followed each other, and then I think we ended up becoming silent followers of each other. Like, and then for a while they've seen us do first nights, seen the releases I've had. When that song went viral, so like it's basically sort of an on the nose tune about generational wealth and help them buying big houses and then locking themselves away in it, and you know, not looking after everyone else. Like it's sort of a social commentary to it, and I really appreciated that, like the sort of fun spin on it, like and showing people this stuff. So I was like, why don't I make a dance tune you can play in a club? And it's done okay. I think I'll have our tunes do better, but her fan base is like devoted.
Yeah.
Like I haven't experienced people being like, I listen to this in the shower every day, and then messaging me about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to know that. Like I get random like tagged in messages. So someone said I would be saved from Vecna by this, and I was like, oh yeah, I know the reference. Yeah, just the portal. And it's like, okay.
How do you feel about that, Milly?
Oh, I don't mind. I love. Yeah, no, yeah.
This is ever going to be a thing where I make money from it. Other people have to like it.
I love it. I think it's a great song, like anti-capitalist bop.
It is.
Call it, yeah.
Released on Spotify. But no, that's
Get your anti-capitalist bop now.
It's only $5.99. No, it's great. It's great.
Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap it up in a second. I would like to direct a final question to Milly because female in nightlife is tough. So I think you're running a night, which is a lot. Obviously, you're doing it together, but still, have you got any advice for any women out there who are looking at getting into it? What are some of the challenges and what makes it worthwhile?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I think one of the reasons I wanted to do it, and like I don't want to be a DJ. I have no interest in that. No offense, but so one of my main motivations was to have like a feeling of community and to make new friends. That was like basically it, and to feel more involved in the place that I was living in, because I'm not from Tooting. I'm from like a small town, and there wasn't really any sense of community there. So yeah, that was my like motivation. And then I don't know, in terms of advice, I think just like always be yourself. I think we've definitely had some challenging conversations and like people that we've worked with where I can tell that they're a little bit different with me because I'm a woman. Like they've said stuff that they would not say to you, and that sucks. But I think when you find the right person, which we definitely have with the Mezzanine and like other brands, just keep working at that relationship and just be yourself, you know.
No, that's great advice. And there are lots of challenging people. And the thing is, there's also lots of people that want to do this. So if there's one idiot, you will be able to find someone else. And that's great.
And for me, it's just an excuse to wear like a nice outfit, like a really sparkly, weird outfit. That's why I do it.
You can play by my music. I have to see all your outfits. Does this one look good? I don't know, man.
We now have a costume department in our house. I'm so happy.
And you're in charge of it.
Shout out the costume cupboard.
But I think that's nice.
That's in my studio. That's
Used to be.
That's why I think it's good that like I'm involved as well. Bring like some feminine energy, and we can do like kind of, I don't know. There are a lot of male DJs, and like I think it's important that, you know, people who are not men come to an event and see it's not all men there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm saying this so badly.
Not all men, yeah.
You know.
This was started because you pushed for it. It wasn't me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the typical story is a guy wants to DJ, no one will book him, so he starts a party so he can DJ. The story wasn't that. It was you wanted to create a party and a community for everyone, for your friends, and then we really pushed the fact that it's being designed by you, and I'm just there like offering that support to make sure it could happen. And like I wasn't at the foreground of it, and even on social media I don't promote myself as the promoter of First Nights. I just do my DJing, and Milly is the promoter. Like you're the lead, really.
And that's a great moment. Big up female promoters. Yeah. Big up female DJs.
Yeah, and it has worked, because there's been a few women who've come on their own and they've said, oh, I saw you were behind the brand on social media, so I felt comfortable to like come alone. And I was like, oh, that's so great. That's so nice, you know. And I always make friends with everyone. But yeah, sorry, I know we've run out of time. But thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. Okay.